So yeah, this is a 13 Motherload we ran recently. This will be pretty idiot-proof route that I normally run. I only grabbed those guys because I thought someone had proximity aggroed them. You can run by them, but you can also grab them, which is fine. Generally lost this pull, just because there's no point in waiting all the way to the first boss, because we're going to skip so much stuff here. The big thing on this pull is you want to have a stop lined up for when those fan of knives go out, and ideally have some, it's a terrible ring apiece, but have some knocks for the ice spritzers or whatever. These jockeys cannot reach this peacekeeper or it is very, very, very bad. Well, they can reach it, they then channel a cast, but they can't activate it. And then we're just gonna sneak around the side here. To get up this, you just literally, like, run forward and push jump. Nobody else in this group had done this, so we just kind of go back and show them. You just jump in that corner. I always, if I'm one of the first ones up, I'll get up there and kick my passengers off just to let people skip it if they want. You can tell somebody got, you can get kind of stuck under the lip there, but that's fine. Let's run around the edge here, wait for the path to go. Everybody's here, so we all run across. This is why you lust early, because there's just so much downtime running around all this junk. I pull this vendor in. There are ways to skip both these packs, or you can pull the thug on the other side. I just think the vendor is the easier of the two to pull in. Same thing as before, you just need to make sure the assassin does not get more than a tick or two of his fan of knives. Charged shields from these peacekeepers hurts. I'm on my bunk and this is only a 13, so it's not hurting me that bad, but like if you were a little less geared and not ready for it, it will absolutely one-shot you. So just be careful and make sure you have a defensive running, like a big defensive running for when charged shield goes out. Yeah, see, even at 683, it took half my health in that first hit. For this boss, I pull him over to this corner, and I sit slightly on this hill. I went a little too high up this time, I think, but it will keep you from getting knocked back if you're standing in the right spot. Oh, I guess I should speed this up, too. Now the benefit of this is all the foot bombs are just going to go in a little arc around him, and people can just kick them in nice and quick. Since I'm playing Brew and I have Hasty Provocation, it's a lot easier for me to do the pullout there. You'll see on this next one, if you don't have Hasty Provocation, you're going to want to start moving him out a little bit earlier than I do here. Oh, I actually move him out pretty normally. So that's basically how you would want to do it if you don't have Hasty Provocation. Because right after his frontal, he goes into the coin magnet. With Hasty Provocation, you can make him run fast, so you can just get him out pretty easily at any time. But if you aren't playing the best tank, then you have to do it manually. Yeah, here, see. I can get him to move out quickly. If he sucks up a pile or two, it's not the end of the world. Just make sure people defensive the next AoE. I'm kind of unsure how worth this line of sight is, because the guys seem to cast regardless. But everybody likes it just because it gives you more room to run. What the thing that's going to kill people in these pulls is the Earthshaper casts, so try and kick as many as you can. And then when it goes into this phase, try and drop some AoE CCs on them just to stop any casts. The circles from the rapid extraction, one will always spawn on the tank, and then the rest of them are just random. So if you want to be nice as a tank, generally just run out of the area and let your DPS have more room to dodge. We pull this. This is just to make up some of that count for everything we skipped, and because it gives us more room to dodge the next extractor that we're gonna do. You can pull the little... You can skip them all together if you want, or you can pull the little pat into this extractor, but this already has 2 kicks in it, so it's pretty questionable adding a 3rd kick into this guy. I had these guys in. This is the first time I've tried adding those in. I think it was fine, but I also think you're kind of probably not adding the next 2 into the mini pack anyways, so I don't know. It was kind of whatever. So at the end of the day, you can do that, or you can not bother, I think. Because now we've still got that Stone Fury up, and then I don't think you're really going to add these 2 Stone Furies into the next pack, so it's kind of a waste of time to add them into that extractor. For the Stone Furies, it's not really worth kicking the Tectonic Barrier, just the Quake. This Ascari guy puts a stacking, see heavy slash there? It's a stacking bleed, and he does overtime, which is a big enrage effect. If he starts getting 2 to 3 stacks of overtime, he will start stacking the bleed on people very, very quickly. So if you do not have a soothe to keep the overtime removed, make sure you are kiting to drop your stacks at like between 8 and 10, or even lower, because the bleed does start to very much hurt. I think everybody knows this boss. Just kill the ones that activate. Some tanks move him quite a bit when he puts the circle. I don't really see the point, to be completely honest with you. It's whatever you feel like. There's no parry mechanic on bosses in Mythic Plus, so there's no need for DPS to stand behind the boss. So if your DPS asks you to move it, just feel free and move it for them, but you also don't need to move it around too much. You can pull the second Earth Rager out to the side and CC it if you want, but he will always target a CC'd Earth Rager if you have one CC'd for the Empower. These little subjects actually do a lot of melee damage to you, so you can be a little careful pulling a ton of them at once. And the Alchemist's Transmute cast there is... I mean, you kick it, but the thing with it is it polymorphs someone as a magic debuff. So if it's not the healer getting polymorphed, it's not as big of a deal because the healer can just remove it. But still, obviously, try and kick as many as you can. It also has a very long recast time. You can see there almost 20 seconds, so as long as you have a couple melee kicks, you can lock down quite a few of them. Our goal coming out of this area is going to be about 78% before we hit the next boss. That'll mean we'll hit 100% by the time we... Might be a little lower than 78, might be like 76%, but either of those percentages you'll be okay to go into the next boss with. Oh, I think I go up the middle this time, so I can actually get away with a little bit less. I've been experimenting going up the middle instead of the right side, which means you get a few more of the smaller guys. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute here. So this boss, melees are fire damage. So anything that you normally have that mitigates physical damage, like Warrior's Shield Block and stuff, do nothing against this chick. So make sure, especially when you pull her, you have a defensive running, and her attack pattern is usually she does her 3 abilities and then melees twice, I believe, maybe 3 times. So make sure you have, so right there I would have been getting meleeed, so you want to try and make sure you have defensives running during those times. She also only ever moves from the 2 sides that you'll see us go here, the side that we ran in on here, and then, yeah, I'm just indicating that we just want to clean that side, because she's going to go back to that side next, 100%. And we can just pre-position over here already and be ready to go. And then if we were going to get another phase, she would definitely just go back to where we just were. And we're going to activate a bunch of mines. The key with the mines is just to slow them and don't panic. As long as they're slowed, you can definitely just run away from them and stun them, and keep them under the pack and murder them. Now, after this dies, I'm going to ask the people to wait down here. I'm going to go pull a bunch of stuff and then come back. If I'm far enough ahead, the mines should only fixate on me, but it doesn't really work out that way. I don't know how people got combat, but again, it's not a big deal. We've got all kinds of stuns and CCs and stuff in order to keep them off people. And then we just run straight up. And yeah, we're at 91.5%. These guys are worth 4.5% each, so this is enough to finish us off count-wise. I've been taking to lusting this pull instead of on the boss, but I forgot to call for it on this run. But I think this is a better lust pull than anything you deal with on the last boss here. And now I don't like the safe spot. People that want to use it, feel free. I prefer just moving around. You can always tell what areas are safe to stand in based on where those 2 helicopters that you see moving are right now. So you can tell we're safe here because the horizontal guy's over there. And one thing that I've noticed is on the left side there, whenever that guy is facing there, he never shoots. I don't know when that bug started, but you're always kind of safe over on that side. If you have aggro on these Sky Scorchers, they will chase you if they're out of range of you, but otherwise they just randomly shoot people. So you'll see, you saw I moved all the way over here to try and bring them over, just so that we were closer to the thingies. And move us to a safe spot. He's going over there, so I move to this safe spot, and so that guy should be facing away. That would make this dangerous, but like I said, when he's in that position, he never actually shoots for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's a bug that started halfway through this season. And that's Motherload. Easy peasy.